Okay, y'all, come make a 100 booklet order with me. So one of the things is that I did run into a lot of problems. I ran out of ink. Tried, it was supposed to come same day. They just happened to have it unavailable, so that set me back some days. And then once I got it, I didn't feed the ink into the head, so it started printing out right, and then it started not, and so I had to figure that part out. And then finally, when I get that figured out, I I had was multitasking while I was printing and ended up printing the same thing on each side. And at this point, I was just kind of over it. And as you seen earlier, punching the air, I was stressed. Like, what is going on? And not to mention, I had to create my own template to make this book because initially, when I took the order, I had a template in mind after doing research. And when I began to begin the project, it wasn't even working. It didn't even work. So I had to figure that all out on myself, which I am going to likely have that template available if anybody is interested in this book. But yeah, I had to create my own template. I had to figure out what pictures need to go upside down and all kinds of things. So yeah, it was taking me through there for sure. It took me through there. But nevertheless, finally got to the prints, as you can see in the video, where I can kind of move on and start getting some things done as far as assembling the books. So I did begin to cut them, as you can see in the video, and I cut like the parts that I stapled together separately outside of like the back cover and the front cover, because that's kind of like how I set the template up to where the back cover and the front cover will be separate versus the book. Yeah, versus the booklet. So with that being said, I just well, right here I was going to score all of them, but I found out that was just a waste of time, especially since I was going to be stapling the middle of it anyway, because those two pages are going to go together because this was front and back. And I have a manual printer, so I had to manually flip these after printing on the front. So that's another thing that slowed me down, but I didn't have a problem with that part. So anyway, as you can see in here, I staple. You got them stapled, and you have the other sheets by themselves. And so I did staple them all together just to kind of see how it looked in multiple ways, and I didn't like it. Meaning stapling all of them, including the front and back, I just felt like it looked a little unfinished. So I just decided to add a binder. I didn't buy this binder. This is just regular sticker paper. I created the background in Canva, and I just put it in my Cricut as a basic cut because I just pulled up a shape in the Cricut, like I think what this square, and I made it the size I wanted it to be for the bookbinding part, and just put it in the Cricut so I didn't have to worry about it reading those sensor lines or nothing. I just printed the paper and on the sticker paper, and then put in my Cricut to cut. That's it. And so, with that being said, this just to me gave it a more cleaner look, a more finished look. And so I liked it better, but that did mean that I had to touch 100 booklets and put binders on them. So I'm looking like this by the time I was done with that process. I really was. I was just stressed out, y'all. I was stressed out. And so, anyway, this is me coming to my favorite part, y'all. Now, I did not know this was going to be such a stress reliever, but this was such a stress reliever. I love doing this part. So by the time I got here, and plus, I guess maybe because you really at the finish line, all I got to do is line these books up. Now, that didn't mean this went perfect either, but it wasn't as bad because I'm just up there cutting away. But I did mess up a couple of books, and I did have clearly extra paper available, because if I tell you I wasted so much paper doing this, it's crazy. But I messed up on a few booklets, no big deal. I had extras, like I said, and this was so satisfying. This part was so satisfying. So ultimately, I made it to the end. So I just got the booklets together, put them in their little separate bags because it was 100. So I tried to do 10, I believe, 10 in each bag, or whatever, and then ship them off. So I was so happy. I was like, Yay! I did it. I did it. Finally. It was like, oh my God. But anyway, customer was satisfied. So thank you so much for clicking on the video. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and comment and subscribe. And let me know if you'll be interested in this template. All right. Bye.